Welcome back. How's it going, adventurers? Okay, so last time in Glam, Barrick avoided very, very narrowly getting dwarf stomped due to the involvement of some of the party members.
I mean, I very specifically remembered I did get stopped.
Quite a bit. Literally, twice.
It was great.
But
a flesh wound.
Your friends helped keep you from a mushy end. And while our Minotaur was still woozy, you learned a bit more about the Dwarf Forge Sentinels. Skipped the museum tour for the moment because it was late. After a much-needed long rest, you awoke to the capital city, and despite being very cold, your newfound gold burned a hole in your pockets rather quickly as you got some provisions and some bits and bobs. You checked in on the moth cats, who had decided that they would opt into getting adopted, except for one very adventurous little flutter kitty that decided to stick with you. You better keep an eye on your provisions. So while the Ice City will open for business on the upper floor, the ball downstairs is going to be later in the late afternoon, evening time. And for now, the city awaits. You've already managed to acquire some of your things. It's getting close to midday. It's still relatively early in the morning. You know, some of you had wanted to go and check out the mage house. I don't know if you wanted to go back to the Ironwood Temple and learn more about Grandfather.
We were on our way to the mage house, weren't we?
Yeah, I think
so.
Yeah, I think we were. I was taken along just because, why not? Yeah, I think we were all. I was taken along. You two were going to the mage house, and then I was taken along to, just because. Why not? I'm here to party. I'm looking good.
As you walk across the main thoroughfare towards the mage house, you feel the briskness in the air, and you notice that there's several other giants that are out and about doing some of their morning errands and cordially greeting each other. You see one of them just step out and just do the big stretch. It's like, it's feeling so nice. It's getting a little warmer out. Love this weather. So he's got the long fur trousers just hiked up a little bit off the ankles, just standing there, hands on his hip, just surveying. Sees you walking past, you go, hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Yeah. It's a beautiful day.
You seem chipper.
Well, the sun's shining. It's warm out. What's not to be happy about?
Any reason in particular you're so happy?
It's the turn of the season. Pop the windows open and air out the house.
Do you like the fresh air?
I do. You gotta breathe it in deep.
Comes from your diaphragm.
Right down in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's brisk.
Brisk. Like a Lipton tea commercial. Party on, man.
Enjoy your day.
We're going to the mage. Is it a shop? Mage shop? Zaith, you with us?
House.
Mage house?
You pass by the inn. You see the playhouse. Some of the other noble apartments and various places where people would be staying while visiting. And as you approach the front of the mage house, you see this beautifully adorned, but very simple home structure. The pillars up front kind of make it feel like it should be looked at from a distance.
What does?
The front of the mage house.
Ah.
I take a few steps back, but I don't get too close because the brothel's right across the street, and I don't want to be sullied by that.
It's earlier in the day. It seems.
I won't take that personally.
No, nothing personal.
It's a calm morning. From what you see, the bustle around the streets seems average for a city. You're not familiar with the goings on in Glam particularly, but people going about their days, and you do see that there's like a sign on the theater house that coming soon. No details.
Oh.
Make our way up to the mage house and knock.
You wait for a moment, and the front doors kind of creak open just a little bit. You see standing before you the real hefty looking giant. It's a thin, pointed, white goatee, hair kind of pulled back in a tousled mess. Can I help you?
We're here for some magic stuff.
I would be like,
Goods, wares.
I don't know. I'm just following these two.
yes, please. Do you have magical wares we would like to pursue?
Just
This is
that one.
our home.
Oh,
This is
not a shop.
where we reside when we're not working. If you did wish to speak with any of us about our work in particular, you can find us up in the Mage Tower within the Ice City.
Oh, so we just went to someone's house instead of their job.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
No!
It's
My bad.
first time in Glam.
Yes.
Yeah, we're visitors.
Pretty house.
Thank you.
Spectacular. I love the columns.
Sturdy and strong,
Much like yourself.
as all giants are.
Okay. Turn around.
Rings true.
Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Okay.
Back to your breakfast.
Very well. Good luck.
Let's go see it in like an hour when you go to your job.
I'm off today, but you'll find some of us up there working.
It's awkward shuffle.
You can enter through the book gate.
Book gate.
Around
Book gate.
the
Thank
other
you.
side. If you go down the road, then you'll make a slight left, and then a slighter more left, and then you'll see a large door.
All right.
Book gate.
Book gate. Got it. That was eventful.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's right around right on the other side, next to the officers'
Ask for
quarters.
Neville.
Thank you very much.
What time does it open again?
It's open.
Okay. All right, you guys want to go there now, Zave?
Are you with us or no?
Me? No.
No, he's getting pampered.
No. I'm done being pampered. I had
Oh.
other stuff I wanted to do.
I can't pick up my stuff until noon, so I got time to kill.
guess we'll make our way to the book gate.
You got it.
All right.
We're booking it to the book gate. Ooh.
I'd also like to go to the tailor shop at some point. I want a fancy hat.
The Ironwood Grove
Is it? I remember saying something about a ball. Did we have to go to the ball, or
No.
okay? Did we want to go to the ball?
I didn't get all dressed up just to be all this pretty and not go to the ball. I think things could happen at the ball.
I think we could meet Glem more than likely and talk to him about everything. Gling? Is it Gling or is it Glem?
Gling.
Gling, sorry.
Because gling doesn't glam.
Yes, that's what I was trying to.
There you go.
Glem is. I was thinking it was Glem as a clam. My bad.
It blended a little.
Where there's
a
a
good
glim, there's a
networking
delay.
event.
To the book gate to go see Neville.
Book, 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 book.
So as you enter and ask for Neville, she makes her way over to you. Hi, you said you were looking for the mage tower?
Yes.
You were looking to speak to wizards, artificers, sorcerers?
Everyone.
Oh,
But first, probably wizards. Because I am a wizard.
oh, fantastic. You're an aspiring apprentice and wanted to come to the capital to learn a little bit more?
Sure, if you can help me out with anything.
Well, may not be my area of expertise. I'm more of a tinkerer, constructing, builder, inventor.
Do you work with the Sentinels at all?
No. Mine's more abstract.
Okay. What's her name? Is her name Neville?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You walked in. You were
Okay.
led up to see Neville.
I'll turn to Picus and I'll be like, so are we going to ask them about the rip and the tear and the maw and all that, or is that part of this? Or are we just kind of here to,
I guess we might as
Learn.
well, since we're here.
yeah, like see if what they're doing for it, and if they know your friend that has the plan.
I can't remember his name.
Your friend's name?
No, the fellow we met in the woods.
His name was not Longstrider, because that would not make sense. Threadbare, Professor Threadbare.
Okay.
He wants to do.
Oh, do you know Bob?
Hmm?
Do you know Bob?
Bob? Yeah. Well, I didn't meet him personally. They did.
Oh, you know him?
Oh, I mean, he worked here for several years. I see him every once in a while, but not often. Sometimes he comes into town.
Are you on good terms?
I mean, we're friendly and cordial, get along, but we mostly dealt with our own work separately.
Would you say he has a good reputation?
I like him. He's a little kooky.
Yeah. I found him to be a little kooky. Not in a bad way.
But if you're looking for him, he might be in town, but he's going to be in the next tower over with the wizards.
Oh, he might even be in town. Okay. Interesting. Cool.
I mean, I heard some commotion in there earlier this morning, but it could be anything. They're mostly quiet, but every once in a while they get a little jumpy.
That seems like something to investigate.
So we'll go talk to the wizards, to the next wizard
Sure,
tower.
yeah. Right down this way.
All right, sweet. As we're walking down,
We're
I'll
off
pull
to
out.
see
the
the wizards.
I'll pull out a frost diamond and be like, "Do you know anything about these by chance?" Or-
Frost diamonds?
Yes. Like, how do you use them? Do you use them for magic and artificing?
Sometimes you can infuse them, use them as amplifiers, and
Is there a stone that does the opposite of frost diamonds? that decreases. Like if, say, you had a large goat that was making a lot of noise,
So you're looking
and
to
you
shrink
want
things?
not shrink, but make the volume of their voice not be so raucous.
I mean, you could always just silence them. You could probably craft like a collar of some kind and infuse it or enchant it.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
a bunch of interesting ways that could be done.
collar.
So if I were to give you like the diamonds or the ingredients you would need, could you do that for us?
Yeah.
There's about 12 of them, I believe.
I
What if there's
can look
more?
into it.
Yeah.
Is there like a timeline on this? Because I have several other projects that I'm kind of buried in at the moment.
How about more of an just keep in the back, like a back burner type idea, and then if I figure
sure.
out exactly how I want things to be done, we'll come back and chat.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Silencing collars. Interesting.
Because I can't learn the spell silence.
Heading over to the wizard tower. So you have to go like back down the hall, down some stairs, over a bit, back up some other stairs, and when you get up into the wizard tower, the walls seem like they just scope up. It's almost a conical shape, and as the walls rise, they start to taper a little bit more. But there are bookshelves lining this wall all the way up, and the further up you get, the more precarious that angle seems to be to hold books on, but they're there. In the middle, you see there's this large, like mega desk table. You see there's a couple of the wizards currently sitting there, and you do see Bob standing there chatting with one of the other wizards.
How did he beat us here?
Well, you've been in for a day.
Oh, okay, bro.
Oh.
Hi.
Interesting to see you here. Why are you here? Oh, is this related to what we were talking about back at my tower?
Somewhat.
He shoots a look to the other wizard and says, I told you other people are aware of this. My methods have merit.
What do you say? I gesture to the other wizards.
The older looking one sits up. He says, look, I applaud him for his years of diligent research, but I feel like he's just a little misguided. We were trying to... We seem to be focused more on protection and the abatement of any kind of attacks or things such as this nature. And there are ways that can be used to close these tears, but I don't think they're going to be quite as simple. This is complex, arcane fabric of reality type of magic that we're talking about, and to have such a blasé and simple approach just doesn't seem plausible.
Do you guys work with Long Haul?
Long haul. The name doesn't sound familiar.
Okay. Are you familiar?
It's a student of the arcane abilities?
He's a friend on a similar mission.
A mission?
Are you aware of the lighting of the beacons?
We're aware of the beacons, yes.
In accordance with the as far as dealing with the problem with the Gaw.
Specifically, no, but the beacons are part of a larger defense system, a network of communication for the northern borders along the Gaw to keep in contact and communicate in times of dire need.
Not a mass lighting of the beacons with a mass.
If there were a mass lighting of the beacons, that would signal that there was a very large, pressing, and imminent threat. What's the term? All hands on deck situation.
Yeah, because we need to close the Gaw, so that's what we're working on.
I think Bob has a great idea. That I think if we had many magical people working on it, and we lit all of the beacons, that would signal for everyone involved to do their part in whatever needed to be done in order to close the Gaw together. Big spell.
Hasn't there also been like an uptick in like things coming out of the Gaw, and more rips being found random places?
We've heard scattered reports of a slight increase in frequency from attacks, but those are far out in the less populated areas, and they don't pose a particularly large threat to any of the midland or southern settlements and cities.
Well, having fought some of these creatures, let me tell you, they do pose a threat.
Interesting. Kind of like slides a notebook over. Tell me more.
Don't you have like a giant skull of one of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no, I don't have the skull, but I've got the hook or
Oh yeah, you got
claw.
it.
Flip that
you and I
out.
both took one.
Yeah.
The other one.
So I pull out hold on, let me get my bag of goodies out here. See, this is the whole reason I kept saving that stuff.
You just dump
you guys are talking
a
about
year's
monsters,
worth
and
of-
I'm not there.
Oh yeah.
a year's worth of taxidermy just spills out.
Oh yeah, no, just little trinkets, things of
It's
oh.
like, here's a tooth from this.
Yeah, here's a tooth from this. Oh, let's see.
I will send Barrick a message being like, if you want to talk about killing monsters, come to the Wizard Tower.
Barrick lifts his receiver at the room.
Okay. So you just blatantly ignore me, or do you just go beep in your head?
Is it mental?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was through like a.
No.
So I pull out the hook from a hook horror.
Relaxation mode after I got like shit kicked in by that.
And then I've got a fang from the ice spider. And
I
then-
had one of its legs at one point because
Yeah.
I used it as a torch.
And then I got a talon and a claw from the wyvern.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we fight some guys that were made out of like green goo? at
Goo,
one
yeah,
point?
but we couldn't really salvage any of the green goo.
Greg ate one.
Greg did eat one and parts of another, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Seemed like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, but
I miss him.
So we have these artifacts.
plus there was
Fascinating.
some green goo that we
We didn't
knife.
save the goo.
there was no way to really save the goo and not much
That's
left of
probably for the best. We do try to keep our work areas clean.
it. Yeah.
So,
So,
what,
Yeah.
so yeah, these are the things that are, left unchecked will eventually be at your door, whether you want them or not. Oh, do I need to roll?
I would say make a persuasion check with advantage because of your connection with Bob, as well as providing such a macabre display.
Mm-hmm.
13. That's with advantage.
13. Okay. While this is fascinating, and I do hope that I get an opportunity to learn more, may we keep some of these for further study? Whatever you may be willing to part with, and we can compensate you if that's
We could always come back and get them.
where.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be in town for a little bit, so I'll let you do some research on them. But
Fascinating.
I would like them back. They are irreplaceable.
We will consider them on loan. There's a form you can grab.
Perfect. A receipt. Thank you.
Validate the parking.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Ippius. Ippius?
Ippius.
Ippius. Sorry.
I think, like, as far as sustainability goes, if you were to just, if this was just to continue, I feel as though tears don't repair themselves. If anything, tears sometimes get bigger or worse.
Yes, we're not sitting in inaction. We are looking at ways of repairing it, but at the moment, holding it at bay is the most that we can do. Without some larger powers and some influences and coordinated efforts, this is where we find ourselves. And if it's not a threat to the vast majority of our kingdoms, then the matter is just not as pressing. There are more pressing matters that do need tending to.
I think that
But we are working on it, I assure you.
I think that there is a larger coordination going on. I don't believe I have all of the details, but I do know that I am part of a crew that has been sent to make sure that all of the towns with beacons will light all of their beacons at once. And it will be in accordance with, I believe, a larger plan to...
Save the Gaul.
Already put, or have you put this in motion?
Well, we were tasked by some people to be involved in repairing the Ga.
The Guardians of the Good.
So there is a coordinated effort already underway.
Yes.
Because we started in... Oh, boy.
I think that it would be best for you to bring this to the council.
Okay.
They're the ones who rule on matters such as this. We're more of the studious types.
Yeah, so we started Egnar, and we've worked our way across Tharn to Thead to Glom, all getting buy-in to light the beacons when it's time to save the holes in the Gaul.
And then I'd like to ask who do we talk to on the council about this then? Do you have someone that's close to your ear in order to, or how does that work?
Several members. If you were to go and speak with any of the council members, I would...
Could I take a 20-second time out and be like, hey, do we trust these guys? Like, I mean, just asking. Because I don't want to show our whole hand if they aren't on the up and up. Not saying that they're not, just... I don't want to end up in a dungeon somewhere.
That's... I think so.
Okay.
Are you guys talking about this out loud in front of them?
No.
We're whispering.
Okay, sorry. I was like, wait a minute.
Sidebar.
That's what I was saying. It's like
We've sidebarred.
Make an insight check.
great. I get to roll again.
Can I also make an insight
Oh, a
check?
natural 1.
Sure.
I know shit. I know my name is. I don't know my name. I'm in the wizard tower. That's what I know.
9.
Well, it's what you're searching to. You're trying to get a beat on them, and it's just. I don't know, man. Wizards, and you just don't get wizards. They're real weird. They seem shifty.
It's okay. I mean, if we're
Like Bob's real weird, and this guy doesn't seem any more.
to like
normal.
Bob at all, and so, and if Bob's getting, I don't want Bob to get kicked out, and I see this can go sideways quick. And I'm not armed. I got my sword, and that's about it. So,
if you needed to speak with any of the council members, you speak with Elenwe.
Lenway. And
She could. She's a very good listener.
and then I'd also like to be like, have you guys talked to any other like mage stronghouses or strongholds in the world about this issue, or is it just more focused on here in Jotunheim?
Well, there's several of us that take shifts here in the tower, studying history, studying different things of magic, seeing how all of it is connected or how it isn't connected.
I wanted to ask a question. Now I can't remember what it was. So, blanking.
So any mages who are truly serious are usually drawn here within one of the towers to study.
Does it cost money? Do you do apprenticeships, or how does that work?
You can apply for apprenticeships, yes.
It's like, I'll take that paperwork and just.
Well, we don't have the papers here, but
Oh.
we can go down to the offices and.
Okay. I just want to see if it's worthwhile, or do I know what their general level? Since I've already apprenticed somewhere else, am I on like the same level, or would I gain more by going here? Is kind of what I was getting at.
Are you trying to like read it from him, or are you just trying to get like a general?
The general sense of, like, do I already know what what an apprentice would know here, or would that take more investigating, or that type of thing?
Say, as you kind of like scan around the room, I'd say make either either a history check or a perception check.
Well, that's gonna be history because my perception is shit. All right. That is an 18.
Judging by the types of like materials that you see on the desk alone, they are incredibly well funded. This is some of the finest parchments, inks. You see with all the books on the wall, you notice the names of a few like prominent wizards that go from like the childhood tales of the greats. This is a really well stocked, well funded, and very serious high end like wizard study.
Note to self: impress them. All right. All right. So I guess we'll just thank them for their time and
Appreciate it.
Be on our way to go talk to the council lady, or do we want to meet back up with everyone else before we? I say this as we're like walking out and thanking them.
I'll be back from my accoutrement later.
I may be back to talk to you further about this endeavor.
Well, We'll be here until, well,
Are you going
until early evening, and then
Going to the ball?
oh no. No, we don't get out much, but it's kind of for a reason. It's too stuffy.
All right then.
I respect that.
As you're heading back out, Bob settles up right behind you. He's like, come with you. I'll show you where you can get the papers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I never actually met you when we were on the road.
Since some people don't have manners, just continues walking down the hall with you.
Bob's gonna get us in trouble.
So, Bob, do you have other people who share your ideas and insights?
There's a few, yeah.
Where would we find them?
I think a couple of them might be back at the house right now, but we can get there. To just make our way back down in a moment. Let's see. This is leads you down the staircase into like the central floor. It has kind of like an office vibe. It's a big open central foyer and a bunch of small rooms that surround it. He leads you into one of them off to the far end. We need apprenticeship forms for this fine young wizard, and the rest of you don't need forms.
No, thanks.
What if I wanted to be an apprentice? Not even there, doesn't matter.
Yeah. You can grab an extra one for you.
Take duplicates. As I look over it, does it look kind of generally what my former teaching was more kind of like, or is it
It's similar.
Similar. Okay.
A little wordier. It's like extra paragraphs with multiple lines of initial this, initial there.
Yeah.
You gotta sign like 8 things.
Nice. Take out my fancy new ink.
Make sure to really read the fine print. Take your time. Don't just sign it.
Okay.
It's important. While you're going over the forms, Amrix and Picus,
Uh-huh.
are you hanging out in the room with Zaith while she grabs those forms and with Bob?
I'm gonna step out into like a corner outside of the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my little messenger rock and message Long Hall.
Got it.
There's a certain number of words, right?
25.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I shall think.
I'm just milling around.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking.
Just taking in the space. See the all the walls inside. Like the tower itself, the Ice City is called the Ice City because it is made of ice. It's carved out of the ice. Similar to Barry's tower. But much more finely crafted on the interior. Nice smooth floors. There's almost a mosaic pattern that's been detailed into it. While you're milling around, you see Rin
that asshole.
heading into the office just next to where Zaith is.
So would that be the Hall of...
The Hall of Affairs.
that asshole.
That is where he is heading into.
Okay. So I see him. Does he see me? Or is he in a brisk clip and just doesn't notice that I'm there? Because if he doesn't see me, I'm going to try to clank my way in to see what's going on with him.
Got it. He looks to be kind of walking at a brisk pace, doesn't notice you.
And you're wearing.
No, because I don't have my breastplate.
Oh, okay.
So, but
At
still,
least, at least you don't roll with disadvantage.
I don't roll disadvantage, but still a 4. So I try to sneak in within earshot, maybe not into the room, but just in enough to hear what he's carrying on about, if possible. If not,
You're just kind of like listening at the door.
yeah, just kind of like, like if I have the glass next to the door, if I could hear anything.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
That's a 12. I'm getting better.
Okay. You don't make out much. You can hear the conversation happening between Rin and someone else in the office there. One of the other person's voice at one point gets a little loud enough just for you to hear. This is neither the time nor the place to have this discussion.
Ooh. Okay.
Which Rin responds, "Fine, but I'm not going to be held responsible."
Okay.
You hear footsteps coming towards the door.
So I kind of turn and hide and be like,
Roll for stealth.
God.
It's disadvantage.
Oh,
Are you wearing your fancy duds?
I'm wearing my fancy duds.
Yeah.
Seven.
You go to duck around the corner. It's just Rin briskly steps out and turns in your direction. Seems to catch a glimpse out of you, just out the corner, sees you, bristles a little bit. Amrix.
I turn and go, Rin, I thought I smelled you.
Where's the jokester? Are you here with the rest of your friends?
Yes, we're here. I'm sure the reason you're here is, money.
It's not the only reason.
Well, why else would you be here?
We should meet up later.
Going to the
have
ball.
a chance to catch up and
Headed to the ball later?
perhaps.
I have a question. Are you and Ren paladins of the same order?
No, he's not a paladin.
Oh, I thought he was a paladin. Ren, I thought he was a paladin.
Brandon's paladin.
Oh, is he?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't miss that part. No, we are not of the same order.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm just curious.
We're headed to the ball, so maybe we'll see you later and have a drink.
Sure. If you have some time now, we could have a conversation. Just maybe not
Actually, I'm
out
here.
here.
Actually, I'm here with my friends. They're
Right.
over there, so
Very good.
I should be hanging out with them. So, but we'll catch up later if we must.
You see, he's a little bit of disappointment in his face. Sure, it's fine. No, I will talk to you later, old friend. And he turns and heads towards the staircase.
My hands are clenched, and it's all I can do not to push him down the stairs. Oh, I hate that guy. So as he leaves, I tuck my head in to see whoever was at the desk at the Hall of Affairs.
The younger looking, like a half giant, similar build to Zaith. So he's on the shorter side for a giant. He's a good looking dude.
Couldn't help but, and so I approach and, hello, are you okay?
Quite fine, yes.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I heard a bit of a commotion as I was in the foyer there, and some raised voices, and so I just was coming in to check to see. I'm familiar with that gentleman. I use the term lightly, so I'm just checking to see if you're okay.
There's a disagreement on some financial records from a while ago. Someone looking for receipts.
I'm going to see if he's telling me the truth.
Make that insight.
When did we get the budget to cast Nicholas Holt?
12
It's 100% like Nicholas Holt.
is my insight.
You get the sense that he's not giving you everything. He's trying to be discreet, but it's a little obvious that he's being discreet. Is there something else I can help you with?
Again, having previous dealings with the gentleman, I'm well aware of his business practices and might be able to offer assistance if there was a disparity in receipts, payments, etc. Because I know how he operates. Wink, nudge, finger, side of the nose.
Make a persuasion check.
God dang it. This one actually might be good. 13. No, it wasn't.
Good to know for maybe future references, but your services are not required at this time.
All right. I understand if you can't freely talk here within the office or the not mage house, the tower. But I will be going to the ball this evening, so if you do wish to talk to me there, I'd be more than happy to.
Okay. He seems a little confused and very...
He's like, did this guy just ask me out on a date?
a little bit. Like, he's totally off on reading the whole situation.
It's fine.
Very confused.
I'm being,
It's like, there's the lion guy that was in here, and now there's this dragon dude.
like I said, he's a bad dude.
This is this is a place of business. Like, it's the Hall of Offices. I'm working. I'm doing my job.
Fair enough. I understand.
Okay.
And that's why I said I understand if
not much exciting really gets like that's probably the most exciting thing that's happened all week.
You're costing an accountant, is what you're doing.
Kind of.
I said fine.
Those are rookie numbers. We gotta bump up those numbers.
So I'm leaving. Like, he clearly, I'm gonna say, like, there's some issues there with Rin. He's got an issue with Rin, and I have an inkling suspicion on what it is, but he's not gonna talk about it while he's at work, and that's fine. So the opportunity's there. Thanks. And I walk back out into the foyer and wait for you two.
Picus.
So I'm in a corner outside in the hallway, and I've got my messenger rock to Long Hall.
Yep.
And I say, arrived in Glam, met wizards in town. Can we trust them? What is the bigger plan once the beacons are lit? When will we meet?
So as you relay your communique to Long Hall, it's a very frantic reply.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you're alive! Good. At the Citadel of Tyrnel, long been tracking tears in the gall. Very complete list of locations. Findings sent to Glam. Find Elenwe for details.
Can I hit replay?
Just get the read the minute back. At the Citadel of Tyrnel, tracking tears in the Gaw. List of tear locations. Sent findings to Glam. Find Elenwe for the details. Zaith, you finish filling out or at least perusing the form in detail. It's pretty legit. It's very comprehensive. Lots of clauses about injuries. Everything's covered as long as it's under work.
Very long workman's comp.
Yeah. But you're provided with, you get all your materials, you're provided a small stipend for, whatever research focus that you want to go on. So it's a pretty solid apprenticeship.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good deal. It would be worth taking.
Okay.
All right, so we've got Long Hall, communicate with Picus, Amrix and Rin had their little brush chat to meet up later, perhaps. And setting up career opportunities for Zaith.
Nice. On our way out, do we know where the I'll ask everyone here. Do we want to go talk to that council member that Ippus mentioned? Elanway, or do we want to go back and find Barrack and get ready for the ball?
Well, I just got a message back from... I just messaged Long Hall, and I got a message back from Long Hall, and then I relayed the information, and then say, maybe before we talk to the council person, we should find Elenwe and find what they know first.
That is the council member that Ippus...
That's the council member?
Yes.
Interesting.
So we were told by 2 people to go talk to this person.
Okay, so I think we can trust the wizards, then. Seems we're all working with the same people. Amrix, you don't think so?
I'm just kidding.
Do you have reason to believe we can't?
I just don't like wizards.
Oh,
I take
okay.
offense to that, by the way, as I sit next to you.
Zaith, you're cool. The other wizards are shifty.
So while all of you are getting things settled and sorted in the offices. Barrick, what have you been up to this fine day?
Well, after I got pretty thoroughly bodied at the at the fight club, Barrick wanted to take a little rest day, and knowing that there's the ball tonight, and especially not knowing any of this information, I'm going to go visit the tailor.
Okay.
But I am going to take the other Talon from the Hooked Horror with me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk in and just, hello. I'm a man who loves a good party, and I find myself quite unprepared, clothing-wise, and could use a little sprucing up.
That you would. But we can help. So what did you have in mind?
So I usually people in my family would wear a kilt, and usually some sort of fancified tabard.
I see it.
With maybe some like cuffs on the arms. Not much for jewelry, but some adornments wouldn't go amiss.
As you say that, she kind of looks up at your horns with the cuffs on them. Really?
That's something different.
Is it though?
You could say.
And this
puffy shirt.
Well, that is. I actually wanted to ask you a question. I have this, and I hold out which was, if I remember correctly, they're pretty sizable.
It's a couple feet.
How would you like to make some things out of ivory? I'm gonna slide it.
The moment she touches it, she looks back up at you. Ivory is difficult to work with because of the nature of it. I don't know what you've been told, but this is not ivory.
What is it?
I'm not entirely sure. It seems similar, so perhaps. What did you have in mind?
Well, this is really just a placeholder. If you could fashion some sort of hoop out of this.
Okay.
And
bold choice, but I don't judge.
And then, let you have some creative freedom. Consider me a canvas.
Okay, we're gonna need to work with color palettes. Step over here into the light
as
a little
I'm
more.
being trouble, like, I prefer green if I can.
Yeah.
And then keep the rest. This
of the material.
Keep it.
Okay. I don't think it's necessary, but well, you know what? We'll deal with that later.
You don't want it.
That's fine.
So she sets you up near the window to get all the light in. She starts pulling bolts of fabrics and different colored.
Are we having a pretty
fabrics
woman
and
moment? A pretty woman moment?
A little bit, yeah.
All I gotta say is I'm sad that I'm not seeing it.
Hey, Barrick likes to party. That is part of him.
Yeah, this is full 1980s movie montage style.
But stuff made out of bones so that people don't forget that I do make a living murdering things.
You're basically putting on a wife beater and some board shorts and
No!
Pretty much.
But fancier.
Yeah, with cuffs. Now you're wearing a shirt, a tuck shirt with some cuffs on the gown.
Yeah.
Is what you're doing.
Yeah.
You've got a kilt and the puffy shirt from.
I don't want a puffy shirt. I don't want to be a pirate. I want a tabard.
When all is said and done, there's like fabric flying across and being draped and wrapped and pinned, and you take a brief moment, kind of enjoy a beverage, have some tea, get back on, and once everything's done, you are dressed in this like heavy wool kilt. It's kind of like slightly asymmetrical. It's a little bit lower on the left, a little bit higher on the right. The pleats are crisp, and the sash flies up over your shoulder. It's almost like a butler's tailcoat. You know,
Oh my God.
it's the short front with the tails. It's beautiful, like aquamarine, trimmed in golds and brass to match your cuffs on the horn, and you look sharp, real sharp. Very strong lines. You've got like the boxed out shoulders. There's little epaulets.
Is there a way that I could still like wear some of my pieces of armor to like?
Oh yeah,
add some.
yeah. So, like the breastplate's still there, but the pauldrons are removed for Otherwise, it's too bulky, and then it looks like you have no neck.
You should put tassels on top of your
No,
horns.
no, no. I draw the line at horn tassels. I am not a tricycle. Okay.
That's not what Nan was gonna say.
Look, we're not gonna talk. about
Nan's at the other shop.
Yeah.
I know. Well, no, but she would lose her.
Cool. Yeah.
All told would be 150 gold.
All right. That's gonna pretty much tap me for my gold, but that's fine. I've got it. Got it covered.
So you notice as you kind of like move around in the clothing, it's sturdy. Like it feels, it looks nice, but it feels sturdy. So
I appreciate the fact she also went for function.
She's like, well, you look like you could really, tumble around a bit. And from what you were telling me about the fights that you've been in, figured went with like a double layered insulation.
So I'm basically wearing fancy looking quilted armor.
It would be basically
cool. All right. Well, I thank you. I can't tell you the last time I looked this good. I was just a calf, probably. But yeah, I feel like I'm ready to party. Are we gonna be able to bring weapons to this ball, or is this gonna be have to conceal something?
I don't know. I gotta wait till noon to get all my stuff. I gotta go back to the
it's definitely that time.
Yeah.
Once you've done everything up in the Ice City, you can come back down. You can gather the rest of your baubles.
Did I also make my way to the tailor shop?
Oh, sure.
And then I just want a giant hat, floppy giant hat. It's cool. And maybe
Like a wizard's hat.
Yes, basically.
Yeah, so while you're all leaving the Ice City, coming back down, coming into there, you walk in the door and you see Barrick just like checking himself out in the mirror. Just looks good.
Like, have you ever thought of tassels?
Machismo.
Have you ever thought of tassels?
Great addition to this.
No.
You should really think about it. Maybe not, just you think about it and
No, absolutely
maybe you come
not.
back later. You don't have to.
I'm like flexing and posing. Like, look over there.
But I'm thinking like Big Hat Logan from like Dark Souls, like obnoxiously large hat.
Are you talking like the full bucket is large, or are you
With
talking
the brim
just the
too, yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm 10 feet tall. I feel like I'd have a pretty large hat.
Yeah, like was it Lady Demistru from?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Just the widest.
Maybe not so like I would hit somebody. Well, I guess I
mean,
wouldn't really hit anybody. I'm taller than our party. But...
Hey, you could look like everybody's favorite vampire mommy. It's okay.
And then just a nicer set of like pants, undershirt, and then I'll ask them to brush out my coat that I have on.
Oh yeah.
And then add.
Would you like it spot treated, because we did notice that there is some staining around the base.
Yeah.
Of the lower hems. Okay.
Is
sure.
that
We'll clean
blood in your mustache? Blondie, look at the blood in this guy's mustache.
And then
Got red on you.
yeah.
Absolutely. She gets all of those things together for you. It would be 40 gold for the hat, the cleaning, and just a nicer set of traveling clothes.
Mm-hmm.
While they're doing that, I go pick up all my stuff from the armor.
Oh, Nan.
Oh, Nan.
Oh, look, you're back. Just in time. I finished it up for you.
Oh.
Oh, this is going to look so good. Here, hold that. Oh, that's great. Give us a turn. Love it.
Sachet.
Really, really warms you up on a cool morning.
Thanks, Nan. I've already paid her, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're good. Yeah. Thank you so much. Fine craftsmanship. As I got this giant frost diamond glowing from the center of my breastplate.
I'm just gonna touch it.
I look over and it's like,
Make a Constitution save.
Oh, no!
Just kidding.
But what would it be?
and then so it's like probably what, like mid
15.
afternoon
I
now,
thought you would have made it.
something like that.
It's like just afternoon.
Okay. And then
So
I'll be like,
you notice that at one point, Ikafan is sitting near the base of Grandfather Tree. The hive next to him, just an armful of savory crepes.
Yes.
Just looking up, and then puts like a hand on the hive. Just having a good afternoon. It's a nice little quiet time. You see Bob in the pet store.
Buying a moth cat.
Oh, is the moth cat
We
by
gave him two already.
fan?
We gave Bob two moth
Yes.
cats?
We gave Bob two moth cats.
Yes, and he brought them to Glam because they got into his provisions that the other things that we're trying to get in, and then they ate the stuff to get. It was a whole mess. He tells you all about it on the way out of the Ice City. He was just like, look, it sounded like a great idea at first, but the moment they got the last one, they got right into my bags.
But they did take care of the mice.
They absolutely did, but they are shockingly ravenous. So I figured that you're already heading here. I'll just follow right behind you, bring these things back. Brought them to the pet store. I can't deal with it. And now I got to go and restock on all of my grains and my flour and my malts. So it's a lot sooner than I was expecting to come back.
I will give him. I'll reach into my bag and hand him. I've got 10 rations in my bag.
It's not necessary.
I've
already got my.
I can only apologize.
No, it's not your fault. I mean, maybe like a little bit.
Well, I'll claim 50%.
Look, neither one of us knew what was going to happen.
No.
We've learned.
Yes.
It's all life is. It's a series of learning.
I'm gonna. As I join the group and I notice, I'm like, hey, Bob.
It's a
Good to
fuzzy
see you
boy.
again. I never thought I'd see you outside your tower.
Same.
Yeah, it's
Here we are, and we are here.
this place. Do you know there's a fight club in the temple?
I mean, it's training.
It's a fight club.
It's a research lab.
Sure.
Fighting's involved.
They researched multiple different ways to stomp me into the dirt.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I still won. They helped, but I still won.
Sure you did. You know what? I believe that you believe that.
I do believe that. I 100% believe that.
Fantastic.
Roll a 17.
You guys are gaslighting yourself. Like, did I win?
So if there's anything else that anybody wants to do, by all means.
Do we know where this Ellenway is?
Elenway, she'll be present at the ball
Okay.
this evening for definitely.
Should I
But
wear something nice?
If you wanted to speak with her beforehand, you could always go just to, see her in the council chambers for matters of business. If you wanted to speak to her about any of this, and for the ball, you don't have to be top and tails fancy, but maybe
Clean
just
up a
not-
bit?
just not grungy.
Not this.
I mean, I wouldn't say that you're grungy.
I think you look great.
Thanks.
As I adjust.
He's
now
like,
I
he's
feel stuffy.
He's like never taken off that tabard.
No, it's coming off.
I mean, I just got my coat cleaned, and some better undergarments. So it's really whatever you feel like. I just have fancier traveling clothes and a clean coat and a big hat, a very big hat.
I don't know what I should wear.
Do you want to wear a dress? No. Okay. Do you want to wear a suit?
Well, actually, Picus would. Picus would wear a cleavagey top.
Just looking like an absolute knockout.
Oh, yeah. Short queen.
Mm-hmm.
We head back to the tailor shop.
Yeah.
All right, let's just open the door. We're all in fancy clothes. She needs help. Give her something in red.
Lenora dives in immediately on the project.
I mean, a shirt
Yeah,
for
what-
you is like what, a quarter of a yard of fabric tops.
Yeah. Pretty much like any of the scrap
Yeah.
trimmings can easily be fashioned into quite a lovely ensemble for you. So what does your outfit look like?
What I would like to wear?
Sure.
I guess maybe some blues, maybe some gold trimming.
Sure.
Are we gonna match?
Do all of us match?
Is that what everybody's
going
wearing?
Yeah, we're
bluesy
all.
greens?
I got-
Yeah, I'm doing mine's all light blue and silver.
Yeah, blue with I think mine's blue with silver piping.
Well, I guess we better go in uniform then.
He's green with
I got like a greeny blue with gold trim.
gold trim. That's what I'm saying. I think we all match. So
You could do like a
What? I don't want to be out of the oddball
So it's
out.
not green. Well, Barrett's got greens and blues. Emmerich and
It's
Dave
hard to-
definitely have the lighter blues. So you've got room to play.
I think
Yeah.
you should do like a
No
dark
matter
blue.
what, the red hair is gonna pop anyway. So
Okay.
Like a stormy sea.
you got it.
How about I'm not great at this, so you do your thing.
All right, I'm gonna need a box. Slides over a box and another box, and then puts it there. Just good. Goes to
Hop,
work,
hop, hop.
and yeah, just it's like an off the shoulder, corseted almost. So you get the posture, and you're up there, and it's front and center.
Nice.
But tasteful.
Yes. Always.
A good tasteful amount of cleavage.
Always.
Tasteful. Which,
I
Sure.
mean,
Isn't that always the case?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's always. I was
always.
gonna say, like,
Yeah.
what's not?
I picture it like just an under corset, so it's just like, like they're up here.
Now the question is, can you hide your bow in your skirt?
I was gonna say, I was like,
the adjustments can be made for interior pockets. So,
ooh, it has pockets.
Must have pockets, or I won't wear it.
Or you can try to shove your hammer up your kilt.
God, please no. I was
What's
thinking,
that?
I was thinking about keeping the hammer back at the room, and then just having like because my throwing hammers are like the size of a sledgehammer, effectively. So just like a throwing hammer on the hip,
yeah, they're
just
like-
in case.
they're like blacksmithing hammers.
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
Not that we need to bring weapons to this, but like I don't have any weapons, so I just my book just comes with me.
I've got magic. I've got magic if I need to. I'll leave the weapons back at the room.
I can
And I
just
have-
put some daggers in
I
my.
I have these rippling
fixes
biceps.
like it's like a sling. What do they call it? Like a holster,
Mm-hmm.
like a shoulder holster for the book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My book's in a holster.
Just
This is literally I just go like this. I'm like, ah, wizard. No wands or anything.
God damn it.
so you head back to Ice City to find.
Yeah, we can hit, or
Councilwoman?
else we can wait and meet up with her later.
You could do either.
I said we go talk to her beforehand, just because I don't know if you'd want to talk to like end of the world goth things at a party.
I'm sure you guys could find a room. Have you guys told me? Do I have any clue what's
Yeah,
happening?
you're all up to speed.
Okay.
It's not an under corset. Just wanted to say that.
Are we all just walking around in our
Like-
fancy garb now?
We're not walking.
At like 2
Let's
o'clock.
not.
in the
Let's be
afternoon?
There
honest.
is
We're
no
not
walk.
This
walking.
isn't a walk.
Where
this
it's
is
a bit of a strut.
It's the slow mo as like a wind gust blows some snow
Kissing
behind.
all
It just-
over this runway.
Yes.
It's like I look exactly the same, except I have a giant hat now. So
My hair's up and messy with like a curl.
It just bounces.
you should get a little scarf for your moth cat, like a little handkerchief,
Aww.
Yeah.
like a little like bow tie.
And to match the dress.
Yes, please.
You got it.
All right, so we're headed back to the ice.
Barrick also
to
just
see
spent a
the-
day at the
to
spa.
see Ellen May.
So I'm just like the softest puppy in Puppy Town.
You were literally glowing.
Before you get to the book gate to get back into the Ice City, you're approached by Rin.
Rin again?
Well, as I live and breathe.
Luckily, yes. Which I meaning to talk to you about that. If you had a moment.
Let's go grab a beer. Then we
Capital idea.
I think we should continue on our way, and like I told you, Rin,
Promise that
Let-
this is.
Let me. Now, I don't like him just as much as you don't. No offense. I feel like it takes a lot of gall to approach somebody that you are known to have grievances with.
I have a feeling that we don't know the backstory.
Well, how are we going to find out the backstory if we don't listen?
Well, I think that that's not for us
it's
to.
a story for another day, another time. We are on a mission. Rin, I told you to meet up with you later at Ball.
We can absolutely get to the grievances part later because I'm concerned. But I consider you a friend, like my best friend, and the news that I have for you, the information that I have for you, is very pressing and very pertinent. And I fear that you all may be in danger.
All right. Well, spill it.
How about that beer?
Are we on like the steps, like going into the bigger city? Like,
You're like, well, you're in like the main road, heading up towards the book gate. So it's more of a large thoroughfare.
gotcha.
Barrick is going for the beer. Because it takes a certain amount of swallowing of one's pride.
I see what you did there.
I actually did.
There you go.
Unintended.
Unintended. With the main, and it's good.
Amrix, what are your thoughts?
Reluctantly, well, it's
You can
fine.
help me help you.
How do
Maybe
you
we
think
can
he
all
wants to
live
help
through
us?
this.
No idea.
Oh, I just
Would he
wanna
have
a
any
conversation in
reason
the
to help
street.
us?
Is my whole point of saying beer.
As an aside, I can think of none.
Well, I'm
But-
gonna go with your gut on this.
Well, again, so aside, we'll whisper in our little ear thing, like, okay, let's go, but do not trust him.
I just didn't want to have a conversation in the street, which was why I said beer.
So we can hear what he has to say, but do not trust him. Order your own drinks. Do not.
Don't let him buy us a
Yeah,
picture.
no. This dude is, and I'll explain later. Promise.
Yeah. I would like to roll an insight.
Sure.
Oh, hey.
What, to see if I'm telling the truth?
No, to see if I can get a read on.
Rin-Rin?
Marauder.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 25. I rolled a 19 on the die.
Dang. You've had a lot of experience with bravado. You know, the put on airs of confidence and self-importance. And what you see in Rin's face is some of the most earnest, genuine terror that you could know about someone. There is a very real and very legitimate fear in his eyes.
I'm just gonna look over and just be like, I'm going.
Again,
And
If you don't want to, that's fine. But
I
because
told you
it
in
was
the little
25,
ear,
right?
in the little ear piercing
It's
thing,
subtle.
like, we'll go.
It's what
it's subtle. Like he's
Yeah.
doing everything he can
he's
to
putting
hide
the
it,
front up,
but like you see it
okay.
in there.
I'm going to walk forward and put my arm around his shoulder, and we're gonna walk to wherever we are
Just
going
the-
to go have a beer.
The inn would be like the closest, right?
Yeah, they'd have the
we'll
tavern there.
go to the inn, try to find a quiet corner. Or I mean, we could go back to the room.
I say we stay in a public
No,
space.
we're just gonna go to the tavern in the inn.
Okay.
It's cozy, but there's enough space that you can
Yeah.
find a corner in there. I'm glad that you're giving me the opportunity to speak with you.
As we walk in and head to whatever corner we're going to, I'm gonna quietly mutter to Red. I'm gonna be like, "Toss the barkeep too cold." Then I'm gonna look at the barkeeper and be like, "We would like a little bit of privacy, please." And wink.
Just gives a little nod. And we're gonna pick up there next time. Yeah.
You rat. bastards.
You guys.
You got me all dressed up for nothing.